Welcome back, everybody, to Music Talk with Dave and Mike. I'm Dave.
Mike, howdy, howdy.
This week, we're going to check out one of the Fab Four, the most fabulous of the Fab Four. He's definitely the most outgoing for sure.
Yeah, well, you see more of him than Paul.
Right, forever. I mean, he's always been that way. So this week, we're going to do Ringo Starr. Zoom In is the name of the album.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Got the nice hard case. It's not the cheap plastic. It's got a pretty cool, yep, got the peace sign on the back. You can read the words. They're in white on black, which is what I like. CD's got the peace sign. Kind of looks a little bit like Chicken Foot, a little bit. Got the peace sign. Then if you zoom in and out, you look something like this, right? Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out.
Oh, I don't have that. Oh, yeah, I got
behind the CD. Yeah. Then, of course, you got the gatefold. It opens up. It's got the, I'm guessing that's part of a camera lens. Is what that is, I suppose. You know, he's always been into photography anyway.
Yep, zoom in, zoom out.
And then you got the words and all the people that played on it, all in there, black and white, easy to read. Thank you, Ringo, because I'm old. And in the back, of course, you got the what you've already shown. So it's pretty cool gate covered here. Plastic CD, hard shell case, you know, can't go wrong with that.
Good EP, you know.
Yeah, it's only 5 songs. So
yeah, 30.
Yep, nice and simple. I think it's definitely, if you think Ringo Starr ever, this is it. I mean, this whole CD is nothing but typical Ringo Starr, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, he co-wrote a couple of songs, but for the most part, three of the songs were totally written by other people.
Right.
Like the first song on there.
Yeah. Here's to the Night. That was Diane Warren, who she's written a lot of songs for people though.
Right.
You know, and I mean, you basically, this is like an anthem kind of. I don't know if you looked at the vocals on this, all the backup singers that he has on this.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it's almost like he took everybody he's ever played with and asked them to sing on this song.
Well, think about it. This was a COVID project, evidently.
It was, yeah.
You look at the theme of this and everything that's been going on, you know, the political weather of the world and everything, you know, and I don't know. To me, it's like a bright light. You know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really catch a lot of the political stuff in here. I mean, basically, Ringo's all about peace and love.
Right. And that's what I'm talking about with
Yeah.
with the weather, the politics of the world. No, he didn't.
Right.
I'm not. He wrote that in there. He's always been about peace and love.
Yeah, I mean, this whole it's a feel good record. You know,
Right.
It's 5 songs to to cheer you up no matter what. You know.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the first one. Here's to the Nights. I mean, it's basically, it's about, to me, it's like when you have problems and the people that come help you out, here's to you, thanks for helping me out. You're the people that I'll remember, here's to those nights that, that we're going to get there and you're going to help me through whatever problems I'm going through, which is pretty cool theme. But the thing about this song, of course, you got Nathan East playing bass on this one, Steve Lukather, but the backup vocals, man. I mean, you've got everybody on here. You've got Billy Shears, which y'all all know as Paul McCartney. You got Joe Walsh, Sheryl Crow, Jenny Lewis, Lenny Kravitz, Chris Stapleton, Yola, Ben Harper, Dave Grohl, Aeneas O'Connell, Eric Burton, and Corinne Bailey Ray. I mean,
right.
And
I want to stress it's not Eric Burden. It's
right.
Eric Burton.
Right. Yeah. Not from the Birds. No. This guy's from the Black Pumas.
I mean, the animals, spill the and all that.
Right. And then, of course, you got Ben Montench on piano.
Yeah.
And then
speaking of him, I saw a Government Mule video live.
With Ben Mont.
Warren Haynes and yeah. I mean, he's everywhere, man.
That's what I was getting ready to say, man. It seems like everything we do, he's on, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, this is probably like the fourth time we've mentioned his name
right. Yeah, yeah,
recently. So I mean, the guy's staying busy, but I like him, man. I mean, he's got it really. He's really good. He's you
yeah.
know, I
I think
really
he was
dig him.
on some of the later Allman Brothers stuff when Warren Haynes was with the Allman Brothers too. He was playing organ and stuff and piano
Right.
behind Greg Allman. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Um,
and that's the thing about him too. He can fit in well wherever he is, whatever
like
project he's on.
kind of took over where Chuck Leavell has
Mhm.
left off. You know,
Yeah.
Chuck
So-
Leavell was everywhere too at one time.
Yeah. Well, the next song we come to is Zoom In, Zoom Out, which I think is a pretty cool little wordplay here. Basically, I mean, you think automatically you think of zoom in, zoom out of a camera, but then you also have the aspect of zooming in on your computer and zooming out.
Hmm.
And then you also have the aspect of, look inside something and then look out at the bigger picture at the same time. So a lot of cool wordplay going on here. It's
Yeah,
kind of a little corny song, somewhat, but I like
everything
it.
that
I,
does is a little cheesy, but
yeah,
pulls it off, man. Nobody else could do that.
yeah, yeah. I know. I mean, you got Jeff Silber wrote this, Joe
Yeah.
Turley, and if I'm not mistaken, Jeff Silber is he the guy that wrote Wind Beneath My Wings? I think.
Uh, no,
No,
actually, I thought that was Gary Morris that wrote that.
no, I don't think so. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it's Jeff Silber.
yeah, Gary Morris had it out first before Bette Midler.
Yeah, but I think it was actually written by him. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
But I mean, that's the first thing I thought of when I heard his name.
yeah,
So, but I like the song. I think it's got a great idea. You can reach for the farthest stars. It's achievable. Zoom in, zoom out. Look around you. Put us all together. Here you got uh,
most. He's also a bass player, playing bass on some of this stuff.
who's that?
Jeff Silver.
Yeah, he did play bass on this one. And this one actually has Robbie Krieger on guitar. And
Yep.
when I was listening to it, it sounded like 1 to 5 sped up. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
when I heard it out, in my head, I kept going 1 to 5, baby, 5 to 1. You know what I mean? Or
yep.
something like that. However, Jim Morrison did it. So I didn't even know it was Robbie Krieger until after I started reading the liner notes. And I'm like, well, that makes sense now because you can definitely tell it's him on guitar, you know. And then with Benmont doing that organ on this song, it's like, wow, man, that kind of reminds me a lot of a Doors song, the music part.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. And then we get to the third song, which I mean, I know I shouldn't admit this, man, but I like this song. Teach Me to Tango.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's one of those guilty pleasure songs that you don't really want people to know you like, but you do.
Ringo, he co-wrote this, with
Yeah.
Sam Hollander.
But you know what's funny is he didn't play the drums on here. If you look closely, and I saw him on an interview talk about it, he only played one drum fill.
Yeah, and percussion.
Yeah, he did some percussion on it, but he had a guy named Blair Cinta play the drums, and it kind of has like a samba beat almost to me. Sounds a little bit like that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, kind of samba-ish, reggae-ish,
yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah,
reggae.
yeah. He had it's definitely got that tango song type sound to it.
Right.
So I thought it was pretty cool. Is this the one that's got? Yeah, this is the one with Josh Edmondson and Sean Gould on guitar. They got some really cool. They trade off solos in the middle. I'm guessing
Hmm.
it definitely two different guitar players doing solos. But I love the guitar solos in it, man. The sound they got, the tone, it was pretty good solo. So I was impressed by that. And I've never heard of these two guys before. So I
Yeah,
thought that was right on, man.
yeah. I'm sure these guys are people
Part of his
that
all-star band.
work with, has worked with Ringo, probably worked with Paul McCartney. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
these are
sure.
guys that are probably part of those first calls when you need somebody to tour, and
Right. definitely studio. I know they that Senta is a studio drummer. In fact, he's actually got Blair Senta. He's actually got some drum videos out.
Right,
I don't know if
right.
you've ever watched any of those or not.
No, I looked him up briefly. I mean, I haven't been exposed to his name a whole lot,
Well, I
you know.
know he's got a couple on how to get drum sounds, like the best bass drum sound and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure he's got a whole series of things. So
Yeah, there's a bunch of those videos out there with a lot of people doing that. How to get the best sound. I say, well, the best sound is what sounds good to you.
exactly, that's right. And this and well, I'll get to that after we got a couple more, two more songs. So the next one is "Waiting for the Tide to Turn,"
Hmm.
which was a really reggae-ish sound. It kind of reminded me of the Police a little bit when it started out on that hi hat.
Yep,
It
yep.
got that reggae sound going.
Yeah.
And then you got Nathan East on here, and you got a guitar player named Tony Chin from China. I think he's China. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's from China.
Yeah.
He's not a real big name, man, but the guy's great, and he does a great job on this song.
Yeah. Hmm.
And then you got Bruce Sugar again, who actually was like one of the producers of this, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It was
Oh, I'll
produced.
tell you where else I heard Tench playing on. It was with Roger Waters.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense, man.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
I'm like, because I remember watching the video and I was like, damn, we've been talking about this guy for 3, 4 weeks now.
I know. It's crazy because it's like every time I turn around, I see Benmont's name on something. It's like, dang, man. And it's not like it's in one studio either. He's all over the country.
Yeah.
He's going from LA to, Nashville to Alabama. It's like, man, this guy's everywhere. You know? So you got to give him props for that. I mean, and the guy can play. He's a great player. So
Yeah.
so yeah, waiting for the tide to turn. That was pretty good. And then the last song we got is "Not Enough Love in the World," which was written by Steve Lukather and Joseph Williams, who are both Toto now.
Yeah.
And, and Lukather actually played on the first song as well. But
Yeah.
they actually wrote this song and asked Ringo to record it because Toto Lukather is a big studio guy forever, man. I mean, he's
Oh,
written
yeah.
a lot of songs. A lot of people don't realize how much stuff he's done.
Oh, I know. I know.
Uh, just like Beat It. Everybody knows of Eddie Van Halen, right?
Right.
But Lukather's actually the one that did all the other stuff. Eddie only did the solo.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, but just there's thousands of songs. But anyway, they wrote this song and they wanted Ringo to do it. And it's got a really cool Lukather solo in there. It's got this traditional sound, Steve Lukather sound. But I like it. Joseph Williams also did keyboards and backing vocals on this. It's pretty cool. I mean, overall, it's a feel good CD. Uh,
Yeah, it is. I like the way the whole thing flowed, and
mhm.
that not enough love in the world was a great way to end the CD. It
it, it
was
it
like
was.
it was like watching the credits roll by as you're hearing the song played.
Wait, and he also yeah, it also has the Beatles "All You Need Is Love" horn section in there.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? It's the same horns,
Mhm.
same melody and everything. It's a little different speed,
Well,
but it
don't you
does that.
McCartney probably was there for the final mix downs and stuff.
He could have been. I mean, he was working on his own CD at the time as well. So I'm sure that they ran across each other and he's like, "Hey, come check this out." And he's like, "Hey, what you should do here?" You know how they are. Throw
Oh,
stuff back. But that one was actually pretty much done by Lukather and Joe Williams. I mean, they
right.
pretty much did that whole thing.
Yeah.
So,
It's just I don't know. I'm amazed at how well produced this is, but it just goes to show you the level of people that Ringo's dealing with.
yeah,
I
no
mean, his
kidding.
producer is actually playing instruments on here,
Yeah,
and helping to write songs. I mean,
yeah. Well,
you
he actually did all the drum recording in a little one bedroom cottage out in wherever he's at, like somewhere in LA area.
know,
And I saw him talking about it. He was doing a interview from his house, and he's pointed to the back bedroom right there. He's like, "Yeah, here's where my drums are." And he said they got such a good drum sound in there that he just recorded all the drums in there.
yeah.
Which I
Well,
agree. They sound great.
And well, that's the beauty of how far recording has come. And the fact is too, I remember back in the day, getting a set of drums to sound good was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Now you grab a set of drums off of the floor at Guitar Center, go home with them, tune them up, and they sound like $1 million. And it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, that's how far this stuff has come,
Yep.
which opens up a wider variety of places that you can set the drums up and record in.
Yeah. And I mean, all the years Ringo's been playing drums and recording, he knows all the tricks. He's
Like,
got everybody in the world to do whatever he needs done. I mean, he's a great dude, man. I mean, everybody loves Ringo.
yeah,
That's why he didn't have any problem when he called like Sheryl Crow or Lenny Kravitz and said, "Hey, come sing on it." They were over there in a heartbeat, man.
oh,
You
yeah,
know, because he's a good dude, man. He's a super funny guy. I love him. I mean, I think the guy is fantastic as a person. He's a great drummer, and
good.
he's not the best singer in the world.
No,
I
but
can give you that. But
one. He's basically one generation removed from the original pioneers of rock and roll, and that's
mhm,
Chuck. You know, I mean that whole crew, and
yeah,
that's what they were emulating
well,
early '60s. And I mean, Ringo is a pioneer, man. I mean,
well,
I
he said he wanted to come to America. He wanted to come to America and be Lightning Hopkins. That was his whole goal in life, was to be Lightning Hopkins.
Lightning Hopkins.
That's what he said, man. We'll go into a lot more of that when we do the artist profile on Ringo, because I mean, I've been researching Ringo for about 3 months now. So I'm compiling all kinds of stuff. I want to be prepared for that artist profile. I
Right.
mean, I wanted to do those CD reviews because it's out now, it's new. So I wanted to go ahead and do it. But I do have a lot of stuff compiled on Ringo. So I've been studying him for about 3 months hard right now. So I've got his book sitting right here next to me, one of them. So
Yeah,
anyway,
he's the
I mean, uh,
master. He's the master of the fill. I mean,
yeah,
he can cop the feel of a song, and that's it.
yeah. I mean, he's one of those guys that, he's playing for now. This is what you're going to get right now. So I
Yeah,
really dig it. I mean, I would say if you're into the Beatles and stuff, I mean, you got to add this to your collection. It's
oh,
probably not something I would tell everybody to go buy, but it's a feel good record, man. I mean, it's not a bad pickup for your collection. If you hear it, you're gonna listen to it. You're not gonna turn it. It's typical Ringo. You know, I like it. I'm gonna give it an 8-1 just because I like it. I
yeah,
mean, the vocal work's probably the weakest thing on here, but that's Ringo, man. Everybody knows how Ringo is, right? So I'm gonna
yeah,
give it an 8-1. I like it. It's a feel good record. You know,
yeah. I'm going with an 8.5 with it. I have nothing bad to say about it. I'm
Mm,
just glad that Ringo's out there kicking it around. I mean, my God, he's 81 years old, man.
yeah, and the thing too is there's people on here you probably never heard of that are great musicians. Now you can actually go and follow their avenues, like the Tony Chen guy, or Sean Gold or Josh Edmondson. You can start following that avenue and find other stuff, because I mean these guys are great musicians, man.
Yeah,
So yeah, check it out. Check out some of these guys he's got on there. It's a good record. I mean, it's what, $10, two
yeah.
dollars a song. You know what I mean? So
I'm shocked that he didn't have Greg Bichonet on here. From I
yeah,
was a little shocked about that. Yeah.
yeah. I guess it's hard. You only got 5 songs. It's you're all locked down. It's
Don't know
probably
what the calendar was for him or anything. I'm pretty sure that Greg Bissonette was probably his first choice for a drummer to do the Teach Me to Tango.
yeah. Well, I think that might have came along with the other people that wrote the song. They probably had him already on there. Blair Senta.
Yeah,
Imagine he came along with them guys. He probably recorded it in their studio, and then when he just wanted to kind of concentrate on the vocals. And it's possible. I mean, Greg might be working on something else right now that we don't know about. So you
well,
know,
I know there's a couple of reunion things that are happening.
hmm
And one of them is that hard heavy metal band that Greg was in the 70s,
Yeah.
80s. Hell, I can't think of the name of them now.
Yeah, I'm sure that, you know, a lot of people are super busy, you know, right now because everybody's recording stuff. They don't have anything else to do. So, uh, but anyway, we'll wrap it up. I gave
Yep.
it 8-1. Mike gave it an 8-5. Ringo, zoom in, you know, typical Ringo Starr. You're going to get Ringo's attitude, humor. I mean, it's, you know, peace, love, be happy.
That's right.
You know, and that's what you're going to get. So, anyway, till next time, y'all stay safe.
Peace out and listen to the music. And that's what Ringo would say too.
He would definitely say peace.